Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1. Well, hello tubers! I hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy universe we call YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the world's most hated astronaut. Of all the types of occupations in the world, astronauts are typically revered and respected. Of the more than 560 astronauts who have been trained by the many nations of the world with space programs, only one fits into the special group as the world's most hated astronaut. Today, we will examine who this is. Now, I know what you're thinking. The world's most hated astronaut must be that crazy broad that wore diapers and drove 900 miles from Houston to Orlando to potentially attack and kidnap a love rival. Nah, it wasn't the bat poop crazy Lisa Nowak, but I'm sure she's a viable runner-up. Our candidate for world's most hated astronaut has gone to space not one, but 2 times. Often many trained astronauts don't even get a chance to go into space at all, but our infamous rocket child seemed to tick all the right boxes. A bachelor's degree in engineering, a master's degree in applied science and computer engineering, and a commercial pilot's license, and even spoke 6 languages, including Russian. Niet Soviet. The most hated astronaut flew on STS-96 and STS-127. Anyone figured out who our spaced out disappointment is yet? Later, after retirement from the space program, this space cadet was improperly vetted for one of the highest positions in government, to represent Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II as Governor General in Canada. For those of you not familiar with the parliamentary system, the Governor General signs bills into law so that the Queen doesn't have to. It's a prestigious appointment, and you get to live like royalty in a lavish taxpayer-funded estate. You're looking at the home you get to use when you get that gig. Let's bask in that opulence for a little bit. Now, some of you may have already guessed we're talking about Julie Payette. She was once the pride and joy of Canada's space program working with NASA. Not anymore. It turns out she was what is called a bad hire and was a complete tyrant to her staff. It seems that she actually thought that she was Her Majesty the Queen and not just a paid representative. A recently released government report says that she was constantly tormenting, harassing, and bullying her staff.
New damning allegations against former Governor General Julie Payette. Payette, who resigned last week, accused of verbally abusing and humiliating her staff, now accused of unwelcome physical contact.
The signs were there that she was not the best boss. She may be an amazing astronomer, but she's not the best boss.
Allegations against the former astronaut turned Governor General in 2017 continue to grow in number and severity. Media reports suggest an investigation into her behavior, yet to be released to the public, contains allegations of unwelcomed physical contact.
To the point that she was actually forced to resign in shame, and Queen Elizabeth II had to be notified of her departure. The government report even had to hide the names of Julie's victims for fear of reprisals. Sad. Now, who's to blame for this? The Prime Minister obviously didn't do the proper background checks on her character and demeanor. After all, if you're standing in for the Queen in right of Canada, you can't just put any big ego monster into the job. So it's another blight on Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's office. Assured, Julie Payette, the most hated astronaut in history, will get a nice pension and expense fund for her brief few years in service. Oh, and by the way, she also killed a pedestrian in Maryland in July 2011, but was found not at fault. And later in 2011, she was also charged with assault in the United States, rumored to be her ex-husband. While those charges were also dismissed, she really has avoided anyone digging up that nugget of the past, and she don't like anybody talking about it. But I'm going to talk about it here, because what are you going to do? It's YouTube. It's truth. So there we have it, the world's most hated astronaut, Julie Payette. I will celebrate each time one of her 16 medals, honors, and awards are rescinded, not to mention the 28 honorary degrees that numerous colleges and universities are sharpening their pencils to withdraw right now. How the mighty fall hard when their ego destroys them from within. Stay safe, everybody, and keep your wheels in the ground. Oh, and if anybody knows what Lisa Nowak's doing, apparently she's looking for a job. So, maybe we haven't heard the last of the runner-up of the second worst astronaut of all time. Hey, keep your wheels in the ground. Talk to you soon. Over and out.
Can go to figure out what we've done, what we need to do. Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.